Hello guys, welcome to our channel Staple Review. In this video, we will try to help you find out the best boxing shoes on the market. Headshots and liver hooks may get all the attention when it comes to boxing, but anyone who knows the sport is aware that footwork is literally and figuratively the foundation to everything you see upstairs. Being able to transition from being light and mobile to planting and throwing a solid punch is a skill that is almost universal among the top boxers in the world, and your footwear is a huge part of that. We've talked about gloves and mouthguards, but you're not likely to make it past the first right without the right gear on your feet. The best boxing shoes are lightweight yet supportive, can provide traction on canvas that's slick with sweat or blood, and versatile enough to let you both bob and weave and plant and throw. If you want to see their latest prices and more images, you can check out those links in the description below. Let's see the product one by one. 1. Untitled Boxing Velocity Co. Boxing Shoe. If you're looking for a shoe that may outlast your boxing career, the Velocity Co. from Untitled Boxing is a great contender. What makes this shoe stand out is the shiny engineered leather overlays that run from the toe cap of the shoe all the way to the top cuff. These tough overlays added more structure and support to the shoe and provided an abrasion-resistant shield to most of the surface area. One downside to all of this protection is that the overlays didn't breathe well. But Untitled mitigated this by interspersing the protective areas with mesh panels that allowed built-up heat and moisture to escape. Combined with a low-profile midsole with just enough cushion to add comfort to a workout and a reinforced heel for extra support, and I had a shoe that could go the distance. Key features: padded nylon mesh, gum rubber outsole, firm overlays on exterior add support and durability, low-profile EVA midsole, reinforced heel. Specification: brand Untitled Boxing, weight 11 ounces, per size 10.5 shoe. 2. ADIDAS Boss Hog 3 Boxing Shoe. In the ring, I'm a fan of gear that does its job without calling attention to itself. The Boss Hog 2 from ADIDAS is a perfect example of this with its simple design and understated utility. The gum rubber outsole provided excellent grip, while the cushioned and slightly elevated heel kept my weight on my toes while I moved around the ring. The all-mesh upper allowed excess heat to move freely outside the shoe, which kept my feet cool and as dry as possible, and the synthetic suede toe cap added durability. During test workouts, these ADIDAS shoes felt amazing. The gum rubber outsole never dragged on the ground during ladder drills but stuck like glue when I planted and threw a punch. That all-mesh upper was the real standout here. Not only did it prevent overheating, but it also allowed the shoe to conform completely to my foot, eliminating pressure points and hot spots. It was a comfortable shoe that never made its presence known. It did its job and let me do mine without getting in the way, just like the perfect piece of gear should. Key features: mesh upper, lace-up closure, cushioned midsole, gum rubber outsole. Specification: brand ADIDAS, weight 10 ounces, per size 10.5 shoe. 3. RINGSIDE Undefeated Boxing Shoe. Boxers looking for maximum ankle support should take a good, long look at the high-top Undefeated boxing shoe from RINGSIDE. Undefeated is a lofty claim, but if anyone has earned the right to the name, it's this lauded boxing gear company. The shoe's high profile secures the leg well past the ankle, providing support for the plants and pivots that the ankle goes through every time you throw a punch. The patent leather vinyl overlays add to the support and make the outer more durable, while integrated mesh panels provide breathability. The non-slip rubber sole gives you grip on the canvas, ensuring that the only time you hit the ground is when you take a solid shot to the chin. So keep those hands up. To complete your boxing gear, choose any of these reliable mouthguards from our list. Key features: high top ankle for added support, non-slip rubber sole, nylon mesh upper, patent leather vinyl finish, low-profile EVA midsole, reinforced heel. Specification: brand RINGSIDE, weight 10 ounces, per shoe. 4. OTOMIX Men's Ninja Warrior Bodybuilding Boxing Shoes. Looking for a shoe for a wide range of sports or wide boxing shoes to fit your wide feet? Then check out the Ninja Warrior shoe from OTOMIX. I know this brand from my old wrestling days, and these have a similar profile because if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Designed for a wide array of applications like weightlifting, wrestling, and boxing, these cool boxing shoes sport a low, padded ankle cuff and a wide toe box. The minimal sole gives you a perfect platform for heavy lifts like deadlifts and squats, and the non-slip rubber sole provides excellent grip on canvas, concrete, and wrestling mats. If the guys I wrestled in high school were any indication, these shoes are perfect for throwing punches in the ring and throwing newcomers around a wrestling mat. Key features: wide toe box, non-slip rubber sole, padded ankle, extremely flexible. Specification: brand OTOMIX, weight 11.3 ounces, per shoe. 5. ADIDAS Men's ADIZERO Boxing Shoes. Yes, this is a wrestling-specific shoe, but for people who are training and not necessarily fighting, this shoe has terrific traction for those high-intensity boxing workouts. Plus, it looks cool as hell. Despite its lower cut, it provides plenty of ankle support, thanks to the reinforced eyelets, which let you crank down for a snug fit, and the flexible wrestling outsole provides a natural feel as well as a sock-like fit. But the main selling point of this shoe is the unique rubber outsole. The split sole construction adds to the flexibility, while the unique tread pattern helps grip the floor. I mean, look at that thing. Looks like an off-road truck tire. This grip is going to come in handy during boxing-style workouts that require calisthenics combined with throwing punches at a bag or shadowboxing. Nobody wants to slip during a side lunge and fall into a split. These grippy kicks will make sure that your feet stay planted where they belong. Key features: grippy rubber outsole, breathable mesh, split suede outsole wrap, quick drying. Specification: brand, ADIDAS. Weight, 10 ounces per shoe. Features to look for in boxing shoes. Material: the materials that you'll find in a boxing shoe are similar to what you'd find in many other kinds of performance footwear. Durable materials like leather and tight weave synthetics are combined with more breathable materials like open weave synthetic mesh to help vent excess heat. After that, the upper is generally paired with a thin EVA midsole and a grippy, flat rubber or polyurethane outsole for a better grip of the canvas or workout area. Grip: you'll be moving around a lot when you train, spar, or fight, bobbing and weaving, and throwing counterpunches. All of this requires speedy footwork and a grippy sole. A good rubber or polyurethane outsole is essential for maintaining your footing whether you tend to dance around the ring or you're more of a plant your feet and slug it out kind of puncher. A grippy outsole is especially key to keeping your footing on a surface that can become slick with sweat or blood or with the beers that the fans throw in the ring if you keep running from your opponent. Get in there and hit the guy. Geez. Ankle support. Okay, this is a big deal, and it's one of the reasons why you see so many tall boxing shoes. When you think about it, the ankles take a surprising amount of punishment in training sessions and fights. From stepping into a punch to pivoting on a big hook to slipping your opponent's punches, your ankles play a huge part in your success as a boxer, so it makes sense to support them with a higher shoe. Even if you have strong ankles, it pays to have a shoe that comes up to at least mid-height to keep them from rolling or spraining. Fit. Like the outsole, a great fit is essential to maintain traction on the canvas, as well as delivering power when you punch. While many boxing shoes fit true to size, I've seen lots of reports of shoes coming in a half size too big, so be sure to check out user reviews before you make a purchase. Sole thickness and texture. Most boxing shoes have a thinner sole to allow you to have a good feel for the ground under you and to help prevent ankle rolling due to all the lateral movement you'll be making. Also, look for a sole with a grippy texture, whether it's a split sole or one with treads, like the ADIDAS Combat Speed 5 or the Lonsdale Contender. Weight and thickness. Whether you're going through a 12-round fight or a few hours of training, a heavy pair of shoes is going to cause fatigue. Most boxing shoes will weigh somewhere around 10 to 12 ounces, so look for a pair in that range. If you're in love with a pair, but don't see a listed weight, remember that they're usually within that range. Just make sure it has a decent return policy if they're too heavy. Thicker shoes can be more comfortable, but they often sacrifice breathability. Be on the lookout for boxing shoes with some textile or mesh panels to help vent excess heat. Stationary stability. As more of a slugger than a boxer, I'm a fan of shoes that help me pin someone into a corner so I can tenderize them. Shoes with stationary stability help you to plant your feet and put as much power into every punch so you can do as much damage as possible before your opponent slips back into the middle of the ring. If this fits your style as well, look for a shoe with a wider, more stable outsole. Search for soles that are slightly flared out to provide a stable base for putting all of your punching power into a heavy bag. Structure. The build of a shoe's upper should reflect your priorities. Do you need a more breathable shoe? Pick up one with plenty of mesh ventilation. Want a more supportive feel? Go for one with plenty of vinyl or patent leather on the upper since more robust materials like these add structure. If you're somewhere in the middle, look for a mesh upper with more supportive reinforcements. Title Boxing has plenty of shoes with a mix of both, so you might want to start your search there. Style. Nothing wrong with wanting to look good. Look for a shoe with the styling that speaks to you, whether that's a more classic look like leather boxing boots or a flashier patent leather or vinyl. Strap. Okay, this isn't really essential, but it's worth a mention. Mid-height and tall boxing boots are a pain to get on and off, and a shoe sporting those little loop tabs on the back of the ankle cuff and the tongue make life a lot easier. It's not something that you absolutely need to have, but they definitely come in handy. Thanks for watching. If we helped you out in any way, please hit the like and subscribe button. Well, see you guys in the next videos.